Hello everyone, welcome back to ELC-Studies. Today we will continue our exploration of Aristotle by studying his theory of imitation. Imitation, the common principle of all arts. All the imitation is produced by rhythm, language, or harmony, either single or combined. Epic poetry, tragedy, comedy, music of flute or lyre are all the modes of imitation, but they differ in medium, object, and their manner or mode. For the medium being the same and the objects the same, the poet may indicate by narration, in which case he can either take another personality as Homer does, or speak in his own person unchanged, or he may present all his characters as living and moving before us. Medium of imitation. Since Aristotle adds music in the imitative arts, it means that his conception of imitation is higher than that of Plato. Imitation of Aristotle is not a mere mimicry or copying of nature, but a truly creative activity. The musician imitates not the superficial appearances of external nature, but the emotions and passions of the human soul. Thus, Aristotle extends the scope of imitation to include the inner life of a man. Aristotle enlists few mediums of imitations that are color, form, and sound. And the sound include melody, rhythm, harmony, and language. For example, medium of painter is color, medium of poet is language and rhythm plus harmony. The use of language differentiates poetry from music, which use only rhythm and harmony. It should also be noted that in Aristotle's time there was no name for literature as such, hence he calls it an art without a name. He is also aware that poetry may be written without meter, that even an imitation in prose can be poetic. Objects of imitation. All the fine arts secondly differ with each other by their objects of imitations. In general, he says that objects of poetic imitations are men in action, and poetry does not imitate men as such, but men doing or experiencing something. And a poet can idealize or may represent men in a ludicrous light. And this is the difference between tragedy and comedy. Because tragedy imitates men as better, as higher, but not too good. And the comedy shows men as lower or worse. The manner of imitation. There are three modes, ways, or manners of imitations. Number one is the poet may use the narrative method throughout. Number two is he may use dramatic method. For example, describe things through assumed characters or show things actually being done. And number three is he may use the combination of these two methods. He may narrate a part of his story and represent the part of it through assumed characters. On the basis of manner of imitation, poetry is classified as epic poetry. The poet like Homer narrates the story, and narrative poetry and dramatic poetry. Thank you so much for watching. I trust you found this lesson valuable. Don't forget to subscribe for more engaging videos like this. Stay tuned and keep learning.